Coming in hot and spicy.
Woo!
Sega announcing another 10 games.
What are they?
Let's find out. Let's find out. Click this
I feel
link.
like every week we're getting 10 games.
That's right. Oh, we didn't have any last week, I don't think. Last week we didn't have the update. Let's see here. Where's the list?
While he's looking for that, go ahead and hit that like button if you guys are enjoying the podcast. And we hit $3,000 on the Patreon.
We did. That happened.
We hit that. I think we're 3,003. So big thank you. If you guys are wondering about my energy level, it's not that I'm super tired. I'm just trying not to yell because my voice is pretty shot.
Gotta save that for Game of Thrones.
Oh, I forgot about that. Hey,
Save yourself.
I gotta save it.
All right, I've got the update. Are you ready for this? Because there's some more fire in here.
All right.
Mega Man.
Okay.
The Willy Wars. So, okay. But it's a Mega Man game.
Okay.
The Willy Wars just sounds like a porn parody of Mega Man. A gay porn parody of Mega Man. Street Fighter 2 Special Champion Edition.
Okay. That's a good one.
Now we're talking.
That's
Sonic
a good
Spinball, also pretty dope.
All right.
Phantasy Star 4.
That's a good one.
Beyond Oasis.
Don't know what that is.
Ghouls and Ghosts.
That's a fire game.
Alex Kidd in the Enchanted Castle.
Ooh, dude, I forgot that game existed.
Yeah.
I definitely don't have that
I don't
game.
think you have that. That's, I think, a pretty hard game to come by. I want to say.
Yeah, I definitely don't have that game.
Let's see here.
That's a classic.
Golden Axe.
Boom, I have that game. That I do have.
Golden Axe stole a lot of my money as a kid in the arcade.
Golden
Like a
Axe
lot
will
of
take
money.
your soul. Golden Axe was the Boshi of the fucking like 80s,
Dude,
late
that game
80s,
still
early
kicks my
90s,
ass.
or the early 90s.
We played it on fucking one of the last
Yeah, that's
retro
right.
verses
That's
we did.
right.
And we
That's
got our
right.
shit pushed in.
That's right.
And that was with cheating.
Yeah.
We still lost. Vector Man.
Don't know what that is.
Really?
Yeah.
Vector Man's good. And then Wonder Boy in Monster World.
Don't know what that is either.
Wonder Boy is another pretty, it's not like super mainstream, but it's there. Okay. That's almost 80% of that list is pretty dope. And now the full list. Now includes. Let me
Thank you, Sly, for the super chat.
pull this up. Here we go. Oh my god, dude! There's
There's a lot of fire. Dude, I'm buying this.
This is a lot of fire.
I'm literally buying this.
This is a lot of fire.
Yeah.
Echo the Dolphin, Castlevania Bloodlines, Space Harrier 2, Shining Force, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Ooh yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Toe Jam and Earl, Comic Zone, Sonic the Hedgehog, Altered Beast, Gunstar Heroes, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Earthworm Jim, Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse, World of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse, Thunder Force 3, Super Fantasy Zone, Shinobi 3, Streets of Rage 2, Contra Hardcore, Landstalker, Mega Man the porn parody, Street Fighter 2 Special Championship Edition, Sonic Spinball, Phantasy Star 4, Beyond Oasis, Ghouls and Ghosts, Alex Kidd in the Enchanted Castle, Golden Axe, Vector Man, and Wonder Boy in Monster World. That is fucked up.
It's a lot of win.
How good that list is.
It's starting in Sega terms. That is basically what the SNES pulled out.
Yeah.
You know, the SNES pulled out fucking
some pretty dope shit.
Oh, and they even released Star Fox 2. I mean, they went all out. Sega is whipping their dick out and saying, "Listen, if we're gonna do a mini, we gonna do it right."
There's 10 more games coming.
Oh, there's 10 more.
There's 10 more. No, not right. We don't have them now, but there's 10 more remaining. So there's 40 in total on this fucking
Damn.
thing. And there's 10 more that we don't know about. So there's only 10 left that we haven't.
They got to be putting a sports game on there.
I at this point, all I want to see that hasn't made this list yet, off the top of my head, is Road Rash.
Road Rash, yeah, that's a good one.
Is one that I'd
they
like
had
to see
Streets
on
of
here.
Rage on there, right?
Streets of Rage 2. So
that's the good one.
I mean, they're both good, but that's like if you're going to choose one or
That's
the
the
other.
classic.
2
That's
is the one.
like the classic
because the
one.
soundtrack in 2 is just fucking fire.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna put on a mutants
A Mutant League
a
football,
Mutant League football or Mutant League hockey, one of the two. I think
That's
they're going to
possible.
put one of those.
That
on.
might be a tough licensing deal for them.
I'd love to see them put the X-Men on there, but it's probably a licensing issue.
That would also probably be a bit tough to do. But there's a couple games left that they could still pull out. But there's 10 more, bro.
You said there's Mortal Kombat on there, right? Or not?
No.
No, probably licensing issue.
Yeah. Some of that stuff, I mean, I'm surprised they even got Street Fighter on here, to be honest with you. But, yeah, there's more fire on the Genesis yet.
Yeah, my guess is there'll probably be like another 2 or 3 like big name ones that are going to come on the final.
Yeah.
And then,
well, every set of 10 that we've had, like over half of them have been big name games.
Good games.
So if they keep that up for the last 10, oh my God.
Yep.
That console is
That's
value central.
That's fire.
Yeah, a lot of fire.
I'm telling you right now, I said this before. I would legit. It's gonna sound.
Ren and Stimpy, that's a good choice.
That's a really good one.
Yeah.
Ren and Stimpy's a good one. There's so many. There's like a ton of those types of games that were just so good on the Sega. Like there's those types of games that just worked. Like there was like The Simpsons, like Home Alone. Like there's all kinds of those types of games that work.
The Terminator games on Genesis were good too.
Yep. Call me crazy.
You're crazy.
Call me crazy. This is gonna sound wild. Nutty.
Oh, Nutty Professor. Don't watch it.
You give me 30, 40 of the top N64 games. I'm paying $199. I fucking shit you. I 199 Canadian.
I think you get away with it.
I would. That's like my cutoff. If they came out and they said, it's $149.
If they give me an original controller,
well, they'd have to.
That also works with my old Nintendo 64.
Oh, that'd be fucking crazy. It would definitely be $200.
I mean, at that point, you're just basically re-releasing the N64.
Yeah.
But you know what?
If they give me
that might not be the worst idea they've ever had.
If they just give me this motherfucking controller, right? But they put, I don't know. They don't. It doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to fit the N64. But if they can replica, because you can get Chinese knockoffs of these.
Yeah, they're just bad.
I know they're bad. I know.
The analog sticks have
that's
the
problem
dead zones.
With the N64 one is it'd be expensive for them to make these controllers.
That's what I've said when we first started talking about it, is that the console's not a problem. That's the problem. Those controllers.
And they cannot give me like a GameCube controller for the N64. I need to have this fucking thing right here.
Yep.
I need this noise in my life while I'm playing the classics. If they can do that, even if they can cheapen this up a little bit, as long as this thing does what it needs to do, I would pay up to, I swear to God, I'd pay up to $199 and I wouldn't complain about it. If they came out there $129 or $149, like I'm out there, I'm one of those guys at midnight that's going out there to pick one of these up, make sure I get one.
Yes.
You give me 30 or 40 of the fire on the N64, it's done.
Well, you better believe, obviously, that they have been for a while trying to sort it out.
It's done.
They're on the way of trying to figure out how to do it, right?
It's done. And it's one of the ones that I'd actually play.
Yes.
Like I've turned on, I actually haven't even opened this one, but the SNES Classic I turned on, we played it for a bit.
What's a couple games that you absolutely need to see on the N64?
Mario 64.
Yeah.
If Mario 64 is not even on there, I'm out.
Yeah.
But it has to be, it's going to be on there.
Yeah.
If I had to pick 5 musts.
Yeah.
All right. Mario 64, absolutely. GoldenEye, abso-fucking-lutely.
I know
it's a hard licensing,
the licensing,
but I'm going with my dream here. You
Yeah.
never know. Maybe they pull it off.
It's possible.
Maybe they pull it off. I'm just trying to look down here to see what I got. See, I'm not a big Zelda fan, but I know they'd put Ocarina of Time on there, so I'm going to put that on there just because it deserves to be on there.
If they did it, honestly, that and Majora's Mask would probably both be on it. It's like a foregone conclusion kind of thing.
Yeah, but I'm going to just go with Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Mario 64, or sorry, Mario Kart 64.
Yep.
It's a must.
Yep.
And then if I had to pick one more, and I know you're not a huge fan of it, I don't think, but I am, Donkey Kong 64.
Oh, no, that's fine. That's on there for sure.
Yeah.
Me, Mario 64.
Yeah.
Mario Kart 64.
Yeah.
I don't think GoldenEye gets on because that game hasn't even been remade.
What about Perfect Dark?
Because that's what I was going to say.
If they can't do
Perfect Dark,
GoldenEye, you got to put on.
That's what's going to be there.
You got to put on Perfect Dark.
And in fact, if even
probably
both of them would be fine.
It'd be great.
But I'm going to say Perfect Dark would be there, not GoldenEye. Perfect. I mean, they're almost the same fucking game.
They're
anyway.
identical games. Essentially.
What is it? Ocarina of Time. And then a fifth slot, man.
You going Banjo?
Banjo. I'm gonna Banjo Kazooie, probably. But if I could choose, and this is gonna be a spicy fucking take, bro.
Oh boy,
It's a spicy take.
all right.
I'd almost swap Mario Kart 64 for Diddy Kong Racing.
Oh,
Because if there's only one kart racer on there, if I'm being real, Diddy Kong Racing is the superior kart racer. It's just the nostalgia factor for Mario Kart is
come
so
on. What
much
about the
higher.
battle mode, man? For I know the battle mode's great on the Diddy Kong,
Diddy Kong has everything that Mario Kart has,
dude.
except it runs better, and there's more of everything.
I don't know, man. I it's spicy. It's spicy, but I gotta stick with.
If
with
there's
my
only
Mario.
one kart racer, it's like my nostalgia will always tell me to go Mario Kart 64. But but my everything else in my head is screaming to go. Just put in Diddy Kong Racing.
You know what we need to do for next week?
What?
We need to go do our homework.
Oh, come up with
All right?
a list.
Come up with a 30-game list
Oh boy,
of what we would want to see
on N64.
on the N64
We can do that.
Mini, and then share the list. And it has to be in the order. So like not just 30, but 30 and like must totally
Has to be
has
there.
to be on there all the way down to whatever.
Yeah.
Spicy.
You know it's coming. It's just when and how they do the controller. Those are the two biggest question marks.
Yeah.
Because the games are easy.
Dude, the controller that will I don't care what anybody says. That will be the biggest selling if they price it right and they get the controller down.
Yeah.
That'll be the
That'll
biggest
be it.
selling Mini on the market to
Yeah.
date
Yes.
without a fucking shadow
Won't
of a
even-
doubt.
Won't even be close.
Because it's the perfect demographic. You're hitting basically almost you're hitting the demographic of the people that bought this, that.
Yep.
The ones that didn't buy those.
Yeah.
So the ones that are like, I wasn't really into that. You throw in Ocarina of Time, you throw in GoldenEye, or even Perfect Dark, you throw in
Perfect Dark
Mario
even.
64.
Yeah.
It's over. It's over. And you come out with these controllers, it's done.
Because really, for like $129, you could give them 2 controllers and 5 games,
Yeah.
and you could get away with $129.
Dude, and if they made it so that you could play up to 4 players on this fucking thing.
Don't get too crazy now.
But dude, I mean, if you got Mario Kart,
Well, now
right,
you have to.
You have to have the ability. You have GoldenEye. You have to have the ability. You can't just have 2. So they got to have 4 port controllers onto this mother. They basically got to re-release the like on these. They're only 2-player games, right? Like these are only 2-player games. Even the Sega 2-player games. You go to N64. I mean, even if it was a PlayStation 1 Mini, you could do 2-player. You go N64, bro. That was the generation of the first mega like home co-op shit. That was a party system, bro. People still today hold boy parties, girl parties.
Yes.
And they hook up their fucking N64.
Yes.
They plug those bitches in.
Yes.
And they fucking go to town,
Dude,
bro.
I took a tube TV off of a person's hands because they couldn't need it anymore.
Boom.
Just for when the guys came over every 3 months
Yes.
to play N64 on it.
Yes. Dude, Mario Party?
And it took up half of the space of a room.
Mario Party? I mean, fuck. I mean, they could literally. Here's the only reason why I don't think it's going to happen. I don't even think it's the controllers, because I think they get over it.
I think the
it's
games
I
are
think the
making too
games
much
are
money.
making them way too much cash.
Yeah.
And if they give all that, it's one thing to give it up for the SNES or
Yes.
the NES, because, well,
Yeah.
let's be real. People aren't searching high and low for that, and whoever wants it's already got it ROM'd on whatever or whatever on their phones or switches or whatever. They come up with this, bro. They are cutting into like Switch sales, games like get HD re-released, fucking you name it.
Well, that's
I
the
mean,
distinction, right? So if they do an N64 Mini, and with that controller, you're just getting the original experience.
That's all I want.
Playing at the original frame rates.
That's all I want.
It's just that it's outputting HDMI.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
The difference is with selling it on their online platforms, that gives them the opportunity to cherry pick and do these updated graphics, widescreen support, or whatever the fuck, you know, and like different using the newer age controllers, maybe making the controls a bit less clunky, you know, et cetera, like that kind of stuff. And then they sell it for $40 pop, or more.
Yeah.
Right?
Full damn release on some
full
of them.
release value, right?
Yeah.
So I think that if you just stick to just raw emulating the
Yep.
old stuff,
Yep.
it doesn't cannibalize too much.
Yeah.
And they can double dip for people that don't want to have another console. They want the re-release with some updated extras.
I will shit myself dry if they announce
Get that milkshake ready, bro.
N64 Mini, bro. The
it's coming.
fucking world will go, oh my fuck.
Oh, yeah.
It's a holy oh my fuck.
Oh, yeah.
What gamer? I want to know in the comment section. I don't care if you're listening to this on iTunes, Spotify, wherever the fuck you listen to this, on Twitch chat, wherever. Who doesn't?
You mean YouTube chat? We're not on Twitch anymore.
Oh, yeah, YouTube chat, whatever. You know what I meant.
Yes.
Who the fuck doesn't not like the N64?
Not very many people.
Like, seriously.
Not very many people.
I think every real gamer,
at the very least, if you grew up with it, right?
Yeah, but
it's hard to go. It's hard to go backwards to that controller.
Listen, I'm not talking to the 16-year-olds here.
Yeah,
right. That never experienced this, or maybe some did. I'm talking about if you're over the age like 20, 21, and you haven't had a great experience with the N64, even if you didn't own it, somebody you know owned it, and you played that shit at their house. I'm just thinking of games right now. Super Smash Bros.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
I didn't even have an N64 at the beginning. It took me a while. When the N64 first came out, I didn't get it right away. I ended up getting it like the next Christmas. And I was over at my buddy's place playing fucking Smash Bros. Playing anything and everything I could get my hands on. Fucking cruising San Francisco. What is it called?
San Francisco Rush.
San Francisco, not San Francisco.
No, Cruising. Well, it was Cruising.
It's Cruising USA.
Cruising USA, because 2049 wasn't until later in the console.
I think the Dreamcast for 2049.
Well, it did, but it was also on the N64.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was just later in the consoles.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Yep. But yeah, I mean, I think everybody collectively, because I think if you ask the question to most gamers, if you said, hey, you know, PS2, because PS2 and the N64 are pretty much it's the same era.
It is, yeah.
Essentially,
those were
right?
the competing
consoles.
Yep.
I think even the people that own the PS2 and never owned the N64 will still say the N64 was a great time.
Yeah.
There are people out there that never owned a PS2 and never appreciated what the PS2 did.
Yeah. Well, we say that it was GameCube, but I mean, really, the GameCube didn't compete with anyone. It was
the GameCube was a pretty big fail.
The N64 was still going toe to toe with PS2.
Yes, that's literally.
Yeah.
I mean, you look PS. You could look at PlayStation.
Yeah.
I could say same thing about the PlayStation.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember when the PS2 came out, I was still playing the N64. Right, I had a GameCube as well, but fuck the GameCube, man.
GameCube had like 5 games.
That's it. And they had some good. There is some fire on the GameCube.
Those were good 5 games.
Yeah. And then that was it. Their catalog is weak.
Yeah.
Compared to the N64.